The fifth section of this course deals with exception handling and Spring Boot debugging. The first video of this section is troubleshooting a Spring MVC application in Spring Boot. Now here is a short reminder of how MVC works. The Spring MVC is based on a central dispatcher servlet. It takes the incoming requests, finds out the appropriate handler, and delegates the processing request to it. The handler itself executes the necessary tasks, creates and fills a model, and returns it together with the logical view named to the servlet. The servlet dissolves the name into a view and executes it. A view can be a template or a Java class, and the handlers are the controllers in the MVC pattern. Errors can occur in the modal part, the view part, or the controller part. If errors occur in the modal part, hints are given from the Spring Framework libraries. For example, you have defined an object, but you have forgotten to implement getter and setter methods for members. Here in this example, you receive a not readable property exception if you try to access a member variable from the view template, but you have forgotten to implement getter or setter methods. If errors occur in the view templates, hints are given from the ThymeLeaf or Groovy libraries. Very common errors are parse exceptions, for example, template input exceptions. And you should then check the spelling of variables or members. If you receive this, neither binding result nor plain target object for bean name, you should check whether your controller method has the parameter annotation modal attribute set. Controller errors are those errors that throws HTTP exceptions in the range from 500 to 400. If you receive these errors, you should check your request mappings first. Most problems in controllers occur when you forget to annotate your beans with service, components, or repository. And now we are coming to the exceptions. Define your own exceptions whenever possible. And you should define your own global controller advice exception handler that passes exceptions through to the view. Now let's see with an example how to troubleshoot a Spring MVC application. I've implemented a very simple math MVC application that takes two arguments and delivers a product and a division of these values. A division by null should be thrown with an exception in this case. Here is the simple ThymeLeaf HTML file that takes two arguments and passes the values to the controller. Here are the fields for value A and value B, and they are put into a math object. The controller itself has two methods. One for dealing the naked request without any parameters. This is the method index. And one method that deals with the parameters. I've implemented a math service that returns the product and the division of these values. And here you see that a divisor not null exception is thrown if the value b should be 0. Let's try it out. This is the product of 5 and 3. This is the division of 5 and 3. And when we set value b now to 0, the product is 0. And the division, here you see that the exception is thrown.